And we're back with another episode of Crazy People. And today we're going to talk about Mr. Dillon Jordan, a movie producer who was sentenced for conspiring to operate a prostitution business. Why are you a movie producer and a pimp at the same time? I don't understand this. Well, let's get into this article by the United States Department of Justice. Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced today that Dillon Jordan, a.k.a. Daniel Jordan, a.k.a. Daniel Maurice Hatton, a.k.a. Daniel Bowler, was sentenced today for 5 years in prison in connection with operating a prostitution business with national and international reach from 2010 to 2017. Jordan pled guilty to conspiracy to violate the Mann Act on September 1st, 2022 before U.S. District Judge John P. Cronin. Judge Cronin imposed today's sentence. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said for years the defendant operated profited from the extensive prostitution business that catered to wealthy men and was predicated on the exploitation of young women. This office is committed to prosecuting the perpetrators of sex crimes, especially those who use physical and emotional abuse to make profit. According to the allegations in the indictment and statement made in court. Listen, guys, don't use women to gain money. It's wrong, okay? Pimps get persecuted. You see it right here. Don't do it. It's wrong. They're the weaker vessel. It even says it in the Bible. You are stronger. You are the man. Do not do this to your women, even if they are whores to begin with. You know they're whores. That doesn't mean you should whore them out. Let's get it together. Stop breaking the law. You're going to jail. From and or about 2010 through at least and or about May 2017, Jordan operated a prostitution business throughout the United States and abroad. Jordan maintained a roster of women who resided around the United States and who in exchange for payment performed sexual acts for Jordan. For Jordan's clients, at the locations throughout the United States, including the Southern District of New York and abroad. Jordan communicated with the clients of his prostitution business by email to coordinate the prostitution services, which included sending to client photos of women who were available for hire for prostitution services, discussing the price of prostitution services, and overseeing travel logistics for women to travel to engage in prostitution. At times, Jordan himself arranged the interstate travel for the women to engage in prostitution, and at other times, clients at Jordan's direction arranged the interstate travel for the women whom Jordan directed to those clients to facilitate his prostitution business. Jordan also coordinated with a United Kingdom-based madam by sharing and referring customers and prostitutes. He done mixed his illegal business with a stranger. That's how you know he ain't a real criminal. Jordan personally recruited women to work for him to engage in prostitution. Jordan emotionally and sexually abused at least some of the women who engaged in paid sex work at his direction or whom he sought to recruit to engage in prostitution on his behalf. Sexually abused? Hold up. I don't know. I don't get that part, but whatever. Prior to operating the prostitution business, that is the basis of this conviction. Jordan was in prison in Cuba for 8 years for sex crimes. Jordan began operating the prostitution business. That is the basis of this conviction immediately upon his return to the United States from Cuban prison in 2010. Jordan primarily managed the finances of the prostitution business through two front companies, a purported party and event planning company and a movie production company incorporated in California. Jordan opened multiple bank accounts for these companies, which he used to accept cash, wire, and check payments for prostitution services from clients and to pay for the expenses of the prostitution business, including paying the women for their prostitution services by cash and check. By using the two front companies to receive deposits from the prostitution business, Jordan ensured that transactions involving those proceeds from prostitution business would disguise the nature, source, and the origin of those proceeds. Sir. So he wasn't even a real movie producer. Like, he was just a front. Like, that was just a front. I wonder what movies he produced. I'm about to go check it out after I do this video. In imposing today's sentence, Judge Cronin emphasized that Jordan's whole business was based on the exploitation of women, each of whom has endured permanent physical and emotional scars. I may have well gone beyond 5 years if I had the authority to do so. I don't agree with that. Each of whom has endured permanent physical and emotional scars. That's a damn lie. That is a lie. A lot of I don't know how many of them were I can't even say forced. Because you're only forced if somebody threatens to kill you. Or if they got a gun in your head. But I'm sure a lot of these chicks that were in his business were already selling their body. So that's cap. Major cap. Each of whom has endured permanent and physical emotional scars. I may have well gone beyond 5 years. That's bullshit. A lot of those chicks were already whores. If not all, were already selling their pussy. Like, let's keep it a buck. A buck. You know? He just capitalized on it. He capitalized on it. I'm not saying it's right, but he just capitalized on it. I'm imposing today's sentence, Judge Cronin. I already read that. In addition to the prison term, Jordan, 50, of Lake Arrowhead, California, was sentenced to 3 years of supervised release. Jordan was further ordered to pay a forfeiture of, is that $1.5 million? Oh. Damn. Mr. Williams praised the investigation work of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This case is being handled by the Office Money Laundering and Transitional Criminal Enterprises Unit. Assistant U.S. Attorney Cecilia E. Vogel is in charge of the prosecution. Guys, get your head right. This is another episode of Crazy People. I'll check y'all next time. And I'm out.